Hello and welcome to the Motorway Man, and welcome to another Motorway quiz, the Motorway Quiz 13, the 13th of my Motorway quiz series. If you are a fan of these quiz style episodes, be sure to check out my playlist on the channel of Motorway quizzes, and you'll have the other 12 you can do as well. Before we get into things, be sure to give the video a good old thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course let's get into things with the rules before we start the Motorway Quiz 13. So I will read each question twice. I will then give you 7 seconds to answer the question. I will then reveal the answer, and at the end you can give yourself a mark out of 7 because there is 7 questions. And of course, if you want to, feel free to comment your final score in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear how you did. So let's get straight into things then with our first question. Question 1. What motorway has a 6 in its number and has a road shaft service station? The M56, the M60, or the M62? It's a bit like a riddle, this one. Question 1. What motorway has a 6 in its number and has a road shaft service station? Is it the M56, the M60, or the M62? Here's your 7 seconds. The correct answer is the M56. All those motorways listed have a 6 in their number, but only one of them has a road shaft service station, and that is the M56, which has Chester services, which is operated by road shaft. Great job there if you went for M56. So, time for question 2. Where does the M67 terminate? So for this one, I'm looking for the nearest major settlement that the M67 finishes close by. So does the M67 terminate near Mushroom Worthy, Mottram in Longdale, or Glossop? Where does the M67 terminate? Mushroom Worthy, Mottram in Longdale, or Glossop? Here's your 7 seconds. Great job if you went for Mottram and Longdale. I mean, Mushroom Worthy is just a completely made up place. If you did go for that one, that's just a Motorway fabrication right there. And Glossop, of course, is in Derbyshire. So great job if you went for Mottram and Longdale, which is the settlement where the M67 terminates. Question 3. Approximately, because different websites will give you different answers, so we're just going for the closest. How long approximately is the M5? Is it 166 miles long, 178 miles long, or 227 miles long? How long is the M5 approximately? 166, 178, or 227 miles? Here's your 7 seconds. The correct answer is 166 miles long. The M5 is approximately 166 miles because some websites will tell you it's 163, some will say 165, and some will say 166, but it's pretty much approximately 166 miles long. So great job if you went for option A there. Question 4. What is the third longest motorway in the UK? Is it the M1, the A1M, or the M4? What is the third longest motorway in the UK? Is it the M1, the A1M, or the M4? Here's your 7 seconds. The correct answer is the M4. The M4 is the third longest motorway in the UK. The motorway has existed since 1963 and is 189 miles long. However, the motorway wasn't completed until 1996 and runs from central London all the way into the southwest of Wales. So pretty long motorway. It's the third longest in the UK. So great job if you said M4 there. Question 5. Out of the 3 options, which is the only real motorway? So what I mean by that is I've made 2 up and one of them's real. Is it the A789M, A404M, or the A56M? I'm looking for the real one. Out of the three options, which is the only real motorway? The A789M, the A404M, or the A56M? Here's your 7 seconds. The correct answer is the A404M. That's the only real motorway out of the three, so great job if you were able to spot the real motorway. The A404M is a motorway in Berkshire in England, and it's 2.5 miles long, so nearly 4 kilometres, and has been a motorway since 1961. Question 6. What percentage of UK motorways run through tunnels? Is it less than 1%, 2.8%, or 6%? What percentage of UK motorways run through tunnels? Is it under 1%, is it 2.8% of our motorways run through tunnels, or is it 6% of our motorways running through tunnels? Here's your 7 seconds. The correct answer is less than 1%. Actually, most of our motorways don't go underground through tunnels at all. So if you are on a motorway that goes through a tunnel, like that section of the A1M, when it runs underneath that shopping centre, it's a pretty rare occurrence actually, because we really don't have a lot of motorways going through tunnels. So it is actually less than 1%. So great job if you went for the first option there. And lastly, question 7, the tricky question. What is the top speed you can drive on a motorway while towing a caravan? Is it 70 miles an hour? Can you do the full 70? Is it 60 miles an hour? Or do you have to drop it down to 50 miles an hour when towing a caravan? Question 7. What is the top speed that you can drive on the motorway in the UK whilst towing a caravan? Is it 70 miles an hour like usual, 60 miles an hour, or 50 miles an hour? Here's your 7 seconds. The correct answer is 60 miles an hour, so be wary when you do have a caravan. You have to drop it down to 60 miles an hour and can't do the full 70. Now, to be fair, for a tricky question, I think I was quite generous there. That one's not too difficult to work out. So anyway, I hope you did well. I feel like a lot of you have got pretty good scores on this one. So I hope you enjoyed today's Motorway quiz, the Motorway Quiz 13. Be sure to stop by next week as we look at the other side of Reading services. Feel free to check out part 1 if you haven't already. Next week we'll be looking at part 2. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope things are good wherever you are. Until I see you next Sunday, have an amazing rest of your day. Subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.